Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fan-favorite episode of Wheel of Fortune from October 5th, 2025. This one was an absolute nail-biter, and if you missed it, you are in for a serious treat. We've got 3 fantastic contestants ready to spin the wheel and solve some puzzles. Let's meet them. First up, we have Maria, a high school science teacher from sunny San Diego, California. She's hoping to win big to fund a new science lab for her students. What a great cause. Next to her is Kevin, a graphic designer and avid hiker from Denver, Colorado. He's got his eye on a trip to hike the Swiss Alps. And finally, we have Brenda, a retired librarian from Charleston, South Carolina, who says her lifelong dream is to buy a classic convertible and drive across the country. 3 amazing contestants with 3 incredible dreams. The energy in the studio is electric. Pat and Vanna are ready. The wheel is ready, so let's get this game started. The first toss-up puzzle is on the board, and the category is thing. The letters are popping up. And Kevin buzzes in lightning fast. He solves it. A stroke of genius. Just like that, Kevin is on the board with a quick $1,000 and the right to start the first round, looking confident as he gives that wheel its first official spin of the night. The category for our first main puzzle is same letter. This is always a fun one. Kevin starts off strong, landing on a $700 wedge and guessing the letter T. Vanna reveals 3 of them. His total is already climbing. He decides to buy a vowel, the E, and there are 4 E's on the board. He's building a nice little jackpot. He spins again, this time landing on $500. He calls out S, and boom, 2 more S's. At this point, the puzzle is starting to take shape. It looks like something sweet and spectacular. Kevin seems to have it figured out. He spins one more time, but oh no, it's a bankrupt, just like that. His hard-earned money is gone, and control passes over to Maria. Maria steps up to the wheel for her first spin. She looks a little nervous, but determined. She gives it a good, solid spin and lands on $650. She calls a very popular letter R, and there are 2 of them. She's on the board. She decides to spin again, avoiding that bankrupt wedge. She lands on the $500 space next to it and calls N. Nothing, not a single N. That means it's Brenda's turn to see what she can do. Brenda, the retired librarian, gives the wheel a gentle but steady push. It lands on $700. She thinks for a moment and calls the letter C. Vanna turns over 1 C. Brenda decides to spin again and lands on the express wedge. This is a huge opportunity. If she calls a correct consonant, she can hop on the express and call letters for $1,000 each without spinning. But it's a huge risk. Wrong letter, and it's a bankrupt. She looks at the puzzle, she thinks, and she decides to go for it. She calls the letter P. Are there any P's? Yes, 1 P. Brenda is on the express train. She calls an L. Yes, she calls an L. Yes, the puzzle is almost completely revealed. The audience is cheering her on. She solves it. Creative, clever, captivating, and cool. Wait, that's not quite right. Pat has to break the tough news. That's incorrect, because she was on the express. That counts as a bankrupt. What a devastating turn of events for Brenda. Studio is stunned. Control goes right back to Kevin, who gets another shot. Kevin looks relieved to have another chance. The puzzle is practically filled in. He doesn't even spin. He just solves it. Creative, clever, captivating, and cute. That's it. He solves the puzzle and picks up the $500 house minimum. It's not the thousands he lost earlier, but he's back in the game. That was one of the most dramatic first rounds we have seen in a long time. Now we're on to our second puzzle. The category is event. Maria gets to start this round. She spins and lands on the mystery wedge. She calls the letter G and finds 2 of them. Now she has a decision to make. There's a potential $10,000 under that wedge, but if she flips it and it's a bankrupt, she loses everything. She decides to play it safe for now and spins again. This time she lands on the free play wedge. She calls the vowel I, and there are 3 of them on the board. She uses her free play to call A, and Vanna reveals 2 A's. She's doing great. She spins again and lands on $600. She calls N, and there are 4 N's. Her score is skyrocketing. The puzzle is looking like attending a grand opening. Maria is in complete control. She buys another vowel, the oh yes. She spins again, carefully avoiding the bad wedges, and lands on $800. She calls D. Yes, 1D. She knows it. She reads the board. Attending a grand opening. She solves it. Maria adds a massive amount to her score and takes a commanding lead in the game. What a comeback after a quiet first round. It's time for the prize puzzle, and this is always the most exciting round. The category is, what are you doing? Kevin gets to start this one, and he needs to make a move to catch up to Maria. He spins and lands on a big one, $3,500. He calls N, and there are 3 of them. What a start. Over $10,000 on a single letter. He spins again, landing on $600 and calling G. There are 2 G's. He's on fire. He buys an I, and there are 4 of them. The puzzle is taking shape, something like enjoying breathtaking island views. He keeps going, calling an S and a V. He can't be stopped. He solves it, enjoying breathtaking island views. Not only does he win all that cash, but Pat reveals the prize, a spectacular trip to Hawaii. Kevin just rocketed from 3rd place right into the lead. This game is a roller coaster. After that incredible round, we head into our final toss-up before the bonus round. The category is fictional character. The letters start to appear, ... and Maria buzzes in. She solves it. The man in the iron mask. She adds another $2,000 to her total, but it's not quite enough to overtake Kevin. Kevin is our big winner tonight and is heading to the bonus round with an impressive total in cash and prizes. Maria and Brenda played wonderfully, and they're both leaving with some nice cash as well. Now it's all up to Kevin. He gives the bonus wheel a mighty spin and lands on the A in America S. He hands the envelope to Pat. The final category of the night is phrase. It's a tough one. He's given the standard letters are S, T, L, N, E. Vanna reveals a few letters, but the puzzle still looks sparse. Kevin chooses his additional letters C, D, M, and A. A few more letters pop up, but it's still very tricky. The puzzle reads _A _ T's A _ rap. Pat gives him 10 seconds. The clock starts ticking. Kevin is staring intently at the board. That's a wrap, he says, just as the buzzer sounds. That's it. He solved it. Pulls it out at the last second. The audience goes wild. Now for the big question. What's in the envelope? Pat opens it up and reveals $100,000. Kevin has done it. He is a 6-figure winner on Wheel of Fortune. What an unbelievable ending to an unforgettable show. He's overcome bankrupts and celebrated a massive win. Congratulations, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining me to relive this incredible episode. It just goes to show you that anything can happen on Wheel of Fortune. If you enjoyed this recap, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more great content. Let me know in the comments what your favorite moment of the episode was. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.